So check this out. How many of you remember? I'm going to play just a sample.
I just got my heart broken, but I look fucking fabulous. Yeah, I'm back in therapy, but I look fucking fabulous.
Now that was MEEK. MEEK dropped Fabulous, which was effing fabulous. Fantastic. Completely viral. She ended up with Jimmy Fallon and I think a few other shows. Next thing you know, she's all over the place. Still, this blows my mind. When that song hit and it just went like wildfire, and I'll even give you just a quick stat. Let me see here. So that was 3 months ago. And that video, and she came from nowhere. That video has 2 million views. Now, at that time when we watched her 3 months ago, I want to say she had like 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. Okay? Just came out of nowhere. Fabulous. Just went like wildfire. Now, after all that and all that exposure, 14.7 thousand subscribers. Doubled. Now, I would have thought after all that, she's pushing 100K, 200K, just a little boop. Okay? Now, here's why I mentioned that, because I think this is interesting. This whole thing that we do is not just about, does Roscoe like this song? Does Roscoe not like this song? Are there any things that he can tell us about the videos? Yeah, sure. It's about us hanging out. It's also about us having conversations, learning from each other. I think it's interesting that even after 2 million views, she only got a little bit of a bump in subscribership. And I don't know what happened on Spotify or Twitter or any other platforms that she's on. She could just be doing other things, and YouTube is just not being as affected as I think it should be. The reason I bring all that up is because this next song, which is from 9 hours ago, this is called Beautiful Freaks. I don't know if this is her next one after Fabulous. I'm going to assume that it is because it's only 3 months' time. And I know that Fabulous and her following that momentum has been taking up a lot of her time. So I bring all that up because now I'm going to see, how does this energy compare to Fabulous? You have to assume that when you're an artist on the smaller scale, and then all of a sudden you're shoved into the limelight the way MEEK has been, the pressure of keeping up with that and that demand for more and bigger and better has got to be so crushing. So I'm going to watch this video and see, like, I wonder how it holds up. How will the public respond? How do I, as a viewer, rooting for MEEK, how do I feel about it? Here we go. Beautiful Freaks.
Yes, I like a drink and I still smoke cigarettes. Yes, I'm so uncool and I don't have any friends. Guess I'm what they call a lost cause, but then again, I was born for a different audience. We glorious freaks, beautiful nightmares in feathers and beats. Everybody's gonna judge me, I guess. I might as well make the world my runway. And yes, coming through and it won't be quiet.
I don't mean this in the bad way. Still, my favorite part is this piano lady. I can't stop looking at her. Every time she shows up in the frame, I just smile. I don't know why. Now you can't hear it as much in this song as in Fabulous, but Meek's voice is unbelievable. I mean, she has an incredible voice. The presence on her is just phenomenal. I definitely love that. So what I think is smart about this, and we kind of talked about it beforehand, that's why I'm glad we did. One of the reasons that I think Fabulous took off the way that it did was, one, because Meek's voice is astounding and nobody knew. I don't think many people had heard of her. She just came out of nowhere, and this voice was unbelievable. Her presence was impressive, and then the song itself, lyrically, and the video is great, is very relatable when you need to hear a message like that. So it kind of injects you with this dopamine and this inspiration and motivation to like get your ass up and feel fabulous, even if it is for just 3 minutes while the song and the video is playing. There's a level of relatability in some way, shape, or form, even if it's indirectly. What's smart about this, and I don't know when this song was written, I don't know if this is something she had in her holster, but this has the same feel of potential relatability. If you feel like you resonate with the idea of being a weirdo, and the world is always laughing at you, then this becomes a potential anthem because you're a weirdo. And you're like, hey, I'm a weirdo too. I like to dress goofy. I like to be a little bit extra with my friends. People say I'm dramatic.
Guess I'm what they call a lost cause, but then again, I was born for a different audience.
I was born for a different audience. Now that line is really, really clever. I mean, it's not clever. It's a smart line. It's really the same thing as saying you have to find your people. You have to find your tribe. You have to find your family. And that family is different than, of course, your blood family. But once you do and you feel at home, that's where you're meant to be. But I think you have to kind of acknowledge that that process is part of the process. I was born for a different audience. So when she's saying, well, the world treats me this way, the world sees me this way, I mean, you just have to find your people. And then once you do, things settle down.
We glorious freaks, beautiful nightmares in feathers and beads.
World full of weirdos and sinners like me. This is why I think this is smart. This also has a level of potential relatability to some people out there that will grasp onto this and be like, yes, somebody's finally saying the things that I wish I knew how to say. Somebody's making sense, making some sense of my journey. I need this. This is the message I need to hear. I mean, how many times we listen to a song, whatever it is, and somebody in chat will go like, oh, I didn't know that I needed this tonight. This is what I needed. Because something about that song, the music, the lyrics, something about it will strike them just right, and it just flips a switch. Even if it's a temporary switch, it makes a difference. So me personally, this doesn't have the punch and knockout power that Fabulous had, but I don't think it necessarily needs to. I think it's still great. I think MEEK is still great. It's going to be really interesting to see where she goes with this newfound like spotlight that's on her, and to see what she does with it. Because I have to assume that it's a really, really strong pressure that she's experiencing. And here we are 9 hours ago. And you know what? Here's more context. We'll call it 15,000 subscribers. 9 hours ago, 7,000 views. Just got to see where it goes. But I think MEEK is wicked talented. And I love that voice. I would be happy to see her like old YouTube style, sitting in a bathtub with a guitarist, and they're just strumming some chords and tunes, and she's just singing into that acoustic bathtub like 2009 YouTube. She's got that voice. Yep. But something tells me that's not her style. This right here, this drama kid, this is where she belongs. And if that's where she belongs, that's what she should go with.